Let us analyze the data with the help of OLAP Cube. And with the help of OLAP Cube, aggregation functions are much easier to operate with, as well as we can have the ready-made or the creation of the formats is very easy with the help of OLAP Cube. Why to use OLAP Cube? That is very much clear to us. Now let us try to working on this. First step in the OLAP Cube is import the dataset. For importing dataset, we can have SQL Server, Oracle, MySQL, PostgreSQL, Microsoft Access, ODBC, and text file. These many options we can choose for importing the dataset. In my case, I am choosing the text file. Once I will click on the text file which are in my computer, the pop-up will get generated for the same. Which text file I want to choose, I will just click left click is expected and then click on open. Now click on next and click on comma. Whenever I am clicking on comma, the file will show or the text or the fields and dimensions will be shown in the form of tabular format, and that's why click on comma and then click on finish. Now the view generated is of two parts. First part will show just the columns and the second part, that is bottom part, will shows us the dimension as well as the measures. But before proceeding further, what do you mean by a dimension and what is the measure? Dimensions are the things which can be performed with the help of qualitative analysis, and quantitative analysis can be performed with the help of measures. Now, before proceeding further, in this case, we have to just drag and drop the fields in the dimension and measures. The first field, which is the dimension, I will just drag and drop this. At the left hand side, there is the cube, and there are dimension and measure and calculated members. These are the three folders, and I have just dragged and dropped one of the dimension, that is field 1, in the dimension. Now I will just drag and drop one more dimension in this dimension field and observe the change at the left side. Now I'm able to observe both the dimensions which I have dragged and dropped at the left hand side. Now I will just drag and drop two measures. Just I will click on this and it will show me the preview. I have just selected the two dimensions, that's why in preview I'm able to observe the two dimensions only. Now rest are the rest are the measures in my case. I will just Okay, I will just click on the okay. In my case, the green will be I'm trying to access the enrollment, and so the enrollment is in the tab field 5. I will just drag and drop it in measures. Now observe the change at left hand side. You are able to observe the field 5 in the measure box. We are trying to observe the enrollment and acceptance. Acceptance is in field 4, just drag and drop in the measures as well. We are trying to observe the enrollment and acceptance on the basis of field 1 and field 2. Okay, if it is private, then it's yes. If it's not private, then it's showing no. And at the left hand side, there are universities. How many enrollments are there? How many acceptance are there on the basis of private and government and the universities as well? This is my brain. Now I will just click on preview the cube. Now it's showing me just four columns which I have dragged and dropped. Now we will try to build a cube. Now just left click on this build and try to write the build, and let us try to select the path. In this PC, I'm selecting in the downloads, and you can rename or you can name the cube as well. In my case, it's for enrollment. So I will click or I will name the cube as enrollment OLAP cube. Now I will repeat the path. This PC downloads and the name will be enrollment OLAP cube. And just I will try to save this. Okay, my this PC is already full, so I will just click on downloads documents, and the name is enrollment OLAP Q. I will click on save, and let us try to create one folder for this, so it will be easy for us to identify it. OLAP. Okay, now just OLAP Q. Okay, and okay. And just click on open, and then click on save and close. It's generating the cube for us and fetching the rows for generating the cubes. And this is the cube generated by OLAP. This is the pie chart which is showing the data according to our requirement. The pie chart was somewhat clumsy, so that we will not be able to observe anything with this. But yes, we can apply the filter for the same. Just identify the top 10 members, and just after that, if I'm observing the pie chart, observe the change, and look at the change, and just try to observe how that OLAP cube is making our life easy. The first thing or the first chart you observed before application of the filter, it was, suppose I would select all, then the chart was different. In my case, observe the chart which is too much clumsy, and I will try to show you. If I'm clicking on all, the chart is so much clumsy in my case, but if yes, the chart does this, but if I will just click on top 10, then observe the change. And this is the most powerful thing, with the help of which within fraction of second we can have the wonders with our data set. Now just within fraction of second we are able to create one Excel sheet or one report for the same. And this is the chart which OLAP Cube is generating for me. And these are the uh, colleges which are highlighted with the different colors, and this is the pie chart, and these are the values. We can save this chart as well, and before proceeding further, we can just clicking on SQL query, we can observe the query with the help of which that chart, that OLAP cube chart is generated. The query is select field 1, field 2, field 4 and field 5 from the college.csv. This is the name of table. This is the name of my database. In my case, the data set is college.csv. That's why it's showing select fields and from table name. That's all about the OLAP queue. Now, once you are able to import this or save this, this can be incorporated with the Tableau or Power BI as well. That's all. Once again, we will go for the cube which is generated. This is the cube which is generated within fraction of second. You are able to observe for. You can also click on ascending and descending, which will show you the changes accordingly. You can click on ascending and descending as well. In my case, the percentage is equivalent, so it will not get changed. I'm clicking on ascending or descending as well. Observe the change in this. If I'm clicking on all, the changes are different. And if I'm clicking on top, this is the filter application. I will show you once again. This is clumsy data, and post application of the filter, the data is so much superior. Within fraction of second, we are able to observe the wonders with the OLAP cube.